Nothing says look at me quite like a custom pink wide-body S15 on 22-inch rims. 25-year-old Jihad is the director of his own construction company, but it's the construction of his awesome 200SX that grabbed Ignition's attention.
I've owned a fair few cars in the past, 200SXs, WRXs, GSRs. I mean, 1 year is how long I've had this car for, and this is the longest I've ever had a car. Maximum 6 months, I'll be buying something else, selling it and buying something else.
Jihad spent the last 6 months transforming the S15 from stock as a rock to rock your socks off. And the 300 horsepower yield means Magnet has the bite to back up the bark.
I think it's just something that I started and couldn't stop, you know, like every time I do something, someone would say, you know, why don't you try this, why don't you do that, why don't you do this?
Jihad went the simple bolt-on route in the quest for healthy, usable grunt, with a T28 ball-bearing turbo pushing 16 psi, a hybrid front-mount cooler, a Turbo-Smart Type 3 sonic blow-off valve, and Turbo-Smart bleed valve. Oxygen is now admitted through a K&N pod filter and disposed of via a stainless 3-inch mandrel bent exhaust. The driveline was sorted with an Exedy Sport ceramic clutch and lightened flywheel. The limited real estate between the huge 22 by 9.5-inch Da Vinci Pavotti polished alloys and the inner guards is managed by HKS Hyper D adjustable coilovers, though Jihad runs 20 by 9-inch Dolce DC2s for day-to-day duties.
I really wanted to keep the drivability, I wanted to keep the luxury spec of it, I wanted to keep the air con, you know. Queensland, mate, we're hot, it's always hot up here.
Magnet is now a full 10 centimetres wider, thanks to fiberglass guards front and rear, matched up to a customised trial side skirts, front bar, and a one-piece moulded rear bar with shade reflectors. The boot lock and all badges were also deleted. The Dr. Custom Mix Pink features water drop airbrush effect, Celtic Ghost flames, Ocean Candy effect, and what they call True Flames, and a mix of candy blue and pink. The engine bay also received some attention from the airbrush gun.
But I debuted the car at Auto Salon Gold Coast. 2 days before, the car was a mess, and we sort of made a quick decision to chuck it all together and put it with the boys. So we did that, and as you see it now, probably about 2 hours ago, we were still at the panel shop putting it all together. So, yeah, I mean, it's very spontaneous. Like, you know, everything comes up, you know, at the last second. So yeah, I mean, I built it to be a street-driven car that, you know, that can be taken onto the show circuit, not something that I have to, you know, push and on and off trade trucks and stuff. You know, I want something that I can drive, that I can enjoy every day, you know.
Coating the entire interior is Italian baby blue leather with S logos embossed into the seats. A Sony double-din CD MP3 mini-disc head unit pumps through a Fusion 2-channel amp. Explode 3 ways in the front and 2 ways in the rear, along with 2 12-inch Kenwood subs and a painted and airbrushed enclosure in the boot. After owning virtually every import possible, Jihad has finally found something to hold his interest for a while. But that's not to say he won't see his next creation in an edition of Ignition in the near future. He simply can't help himself.